What is going on, everybody? We are at the Legacy Podcasts, episode 12 already, and today we are talking about the dungeon leveling tactic or strategy, and we thought that might be an interesting topic for either new players, if you have some people carrying you, veterans, or people that have played vanilla already a couple of times and are looking for an alternative route to do their leveling experience in official classic WoW. It's certainly more interesting than you would maybe first think, so we hope you enjoy. We had a lot of fun, and I'll see you on the other side. Yes, welcome everybody back to the Legacy Podcast, episode 12, and it's still August. It's still a couple of days away from WoW Classic release. Everybody's hyped, and yeah, with me still, we're doing a little pre-recording day here, nice and calm because we don't have any game to play. It's Yarexia's birthday. He's with me, and Luma again. So happy birthday! As
Thank
Luma
you.
just said, yeah, your present is recording videos.
Yes.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, Luma is also here. And today's topic is, well, leveling tips and dungeon leveling, actually. Dungeon leveling. Yeah, 5-man grind. Melee cleave. Awesome guides. What do you guys say? What is it? Explain.
I just have to applaud this max level rogue killing me while leveling. That's pretty cool.
Of course, and that's a good point. So that this doesn't happen. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Go dungeon level.
Yes. So, okay, just as an intro what the fuck we're talking about, the release is close. And of course everybody is going to be starting in the same areas, and it's going to be full. Even with layering in phase 1, it's going to be freaking full. And we played the stress test and we tried to just, level and go here and there and go somewhere else, and it just doesn't work that well. You can't just go outside of the area in a 5-man group and kill higher mobs. It's slow. It's still slow. So you either go and be quick and hope to get in front of the curve, but that's also a very overused term. Yeah, well, my tactic is I'm just gonna get in front of the Zerg quick.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's not really a tactic. Neither is it a strategy. It's hope for the best, basically. That's the strategy. I'm just trying to be good. That's the strategy. So we have an alternative for you. And first of all, a shout out to the guy we have a guide from, at least, or that inspired us to form a Discord. More on that later, because Oramis, he actually has a guide from Hakurai, and he has a YouTube channel, and you can go over there, and I believe you can purchase the whole guide from. It's a 5-man grind, I think for both sides, from 1 to 60. In case you want to do that with your friends, you can purchase it from him. Credit where credit is due. So Hakurai, and he also has a YouTube channel and all these things. Go and check it out. That is the inspiration that actually made Oramis, one of our pallies, open up a small Discord aside from our guild Discord, where we could form groups and do our 5-man dungeon leveling, because we're actually gonna go and do it. What's the idea behind it, Yarexia? You're not even in my group.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, why?
I'm in the good group with
In the good
Luma.
Hello.
God. You guys will see soon enough. I can see Zarkin in Team Everlook, man. So we made teams. We made teams on the Discord and like squads, right? So yeah, Team Everlook. I can see Zarkin in there.
Yeah, we got all the good people and we left you with Warfro.
Okay, yeah. I see. I got Brauch and Dwarf Rogue. And then Feral Dream and Blood Resin. That should be okay, because Blood Resin will have no life for the time being.
Oh, Feral Dream, that's nice.
Yeah, so what is this all about?
Well, it's just doing as much XP grinding as you can inside the dungeons instead of venturing out into the scary and dangerous world outside of instances. I think we'll probably level up to like 16, 17 something, and then just head into Dead Mines and go from there.
Yeah, that's the general plan, right? So you have to do a little bit of leveling in any case. That's just how it is.
Yep.
Yeah. So you level to, I think the guide suggests until 18, and then you go into the dungeons.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
that just suggests you to either do it on your own until 18, or maybe if you're melee and you're not really used to classic, grab a second person in a group. Doesn't really matter what it is. Healer is always handy, but yeah, just level in teams of 1 or 2 up to 18. It's the quickest.
And then you get together and form a group. So now if you're really new to classic and you want to enjoy the game, just go and level in the normal way. Just this is not for everybody, we know that, but it's an interesting topic and worth talking about. And so for people that have already done it a couple of times on some servers, yeah, let's say, we just want to be quick. And to be honest, these low-level dungeons, we'll get into that. It's a cool experience too. And for people like us that enjoy running dungeons in groups anyway, and we have a good synergy with each other because we know each other for a long time, so we want to do this. And I need to say that this guide is really, really detailed. Okay, so we can't really, we're not going to give you a really good detailed guide. It's really, really, really detailed. So it's really worth checking it out. I don't know. But this is just a topic, pretty much. Spark some interest, right? So yeah, so you can also do it a little bit, more freestyled. And we're gonna go into Dead Mines with 16 and already start, because it's gonna be so full. I don't want to fucking bother in Westfall or Lakeshire, with all these, cats running around. I want to be, we want to go into Dead Mines with 16, because obviously we know how to do it, and we can get gear and blah. But yeah, that's the general plan.
Yeah, and I gotta say, from the warrior perspective, it's a really good way to level, because you're always the strongest in a group as warrior, and you get gear, and usually you don't really get gear while leveling
and
classic warrior. And gear is what makes you strong as a warrior.
Gear make you strong.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know why Avexia is joining this as a warlock, but you'll do nothing in that group.
Oh, Rain of Fire.
No, they made a perfect group. They got a priest, a mage, and 2 warlocks, so I can get all the other loot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well.
Well.
Okay. I would say I have the perfect group, really. Okay. And here's why. I'm a warrior. I got a priest that will heal. I got a rogue, single target. And I got a feral druid. And I got a warrior. That's a big cleave. What we're missing is a paladin though. Team Booty Bay, as I can see with Salad, they have a paladin. But only 2 only 3 melee. We have 4 melee. So there are a couple things. How to say this? There's also a melee cleave kind of thing that you want to aim for, because in the low levels, especially in these dungeons, the melee cleave is what works the best, because you don't have mana, right? You don't need to sit and drink all your DPS, and you can just roll through, don't have to stop. And somebody will be able to tank these stupid elite mobs. It's not like they one-shot you. So you can always keep going and going. Whereas, when you have a group of 3 mages, it's still good, it's a lot of damage, but you have to drink. and all, you know.
That's why you have warlocks.
Yeah, but I think
to
you're
cast.
underestimating it a bit. I mean, of course, you can always keep cleaving with the melees. That's true, and you don't have to drink. But your overall AoE damage isn't as high as from mage and warlock.
Oh,
So
yeah, but it is.
you can
because-
pull more.
Yeah,
Are
but you
you-
can't really AoE down, just plain
yeah.
AoE down.
We got Piercing Howl to kite, and we got Frost Nova and Improved Blizzard, and
Alright.
constant AoE warlocks.
Uh-huh, mm-hmm. Yes.
Warlocks who can actually regain their mana.
And they can sit there and cast for 3 seconds, while our mobs will just die.
I get some negative vibes here.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? So, yeah, I'm just saying, like, the melee cleave thing is a thought that people put into this after, or put into this as being the best because you don't have downtimes and you can speed through. But I also see it that you can run different comps, and this is what makes it already interesting. This is going to be fun. Who's going to be quicker? Definitely this can have something to do with, you know, either some people are just online more, but still, it's fun. Like, we can, this was a lot of fun. I thought, oh shit, man, a small Discord just for this crap, you know. But it's kind of cool because we're making teams and like organizing in 5-man groups. It's like little small squads in a guild, and we have different lineups. So I chose, since Feral Dream is a friend of mine. He'll roll Feral, obviously, and so a Feral Druid with Dwarf Rogue, one of our best rogues, and I'm a warrior, and then we got another warrior, and so that's 4 melee with the crit aura, and a priest to heal us. That's pretty biz, I think. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Sounds pretty cool.
I could also
think
see
melee
your setup with an owl, with Desna.
Nah.
Yeah, there's no
Rain
AoE
of Fire
coming.
doesn't
No.
crit.
Oh, true. Yeah.
But
they
I
really
think
struggle
the
with that.
melee one will definitely be faster at first. But once we get some real damage on our AoEs, like we could just chain pull almost the entire dungeon and just AoE it down.
Ah, that's your plan. Okay. Yeah.
But that won't work at first. Like, we did some testing on my PTR, and basically, like, I think we could start doing it at level what was it, 27? I think 26, 27. Like, at that point, we get the upgraded spells, and especially at level 30, the warlocks get a huge buff to their fire damage. So at that point, we can probably chain pull huge dungeons.
That's a point where we get to Scarlet Monastery as well, where you can
it's gonna
chain
be
pull
great.
quite good. There's a lot of space to run around.
And there's few casters as well. Those are always a problem. Oh, we have a warrior who can run around and pummel the casters
Yeah, well, we have that too, but
and counterspell and that. So I think once we can actually gather up huge amounts of mobs and just AoE them down. Also with the piercing howl, means that like in emergencies, if the mage runs out of mana or whatever, we can kite for a bit longer.
yeah,
And also,
well,
if everything just goes completely whack, the warlocks have an AoE fear, the 2 of them.
mhm.
The mage can just Frost Nova, and we can just run out. I mean, it's pretty safe.
Yeah.
But
I
I think
guess.
it will take a few levels to actually get it going really well. But once we do, I think it would actually be really powerful.
That's the question. Yeah, that's the question. I'll also take Team Toilet Brush, man. It's a good team. See all these people here, man. I picked some dudes. Oh, Shikaki also as a hunter in our group, obviously. Imagine a feral and a hunter. Nice. So yeah, you can build some cool team comps. I mean, what we will have definitely probably is me, Dwarf Rogue, and Feral Dream, and Brauch. So we will have 1 or 2 spots that we will rotate depending on who's there, because we have some people that won't be there the whole time, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, these guys can. It's so fun to make these comps, and I can see either like a melee cleave or what you're saying, like the massive AoE bomb that you can drop. Because yeah, anything else, anything in between really doesn't make sense. Or you could go for full control, you know, a mage, what else? Warlock, a mage, and then you know, maybe another mage, and you can just sheep stuff and single target kill everything really quickly. Could work too, I don't know.
Well, what's really cool about
two
it?
mages would be really nice. So two mage, warlock, warrior, priest, or even paladin, like because he can bubble.
Oh yeah, paladin.
Really good for pulling.
I think it's really cool because it's also some sort of community enhancing, because you're in your small groups and you're playing together for quite some time, and you get to know each other better. It's quite nice. In Germany we call this Gruppchenbildung.
Yeah, it can be really nice, can also be really bad. But, yeah, I think so too. Like, okay, what's the advantages of this dungeon leveling? Because why bother? And you miss out on the world. Well, first, of course, you avoid the whole ganking, because it's gonna be a big gank fest. Let's face it. It's gonna be a lot of people jumping around, just ganking and you know, griefing to the max. So you're staying in dungeons. It's really cool for a community, I would agree. If you have a guild already, you know, you do something as a group every day, and you're just farming these dungeons, and you already, it's a lot of fun. Just for some people. For some people, they just want a solo level,
which is fine.
Yeah. No, it's not.
You're wrong.
Yeah. You're playing the game wrong. No. So that's one of the big advantages that I see, and you have sort of a semi, you know, it's a fun competition that you can have. And for me personally, I really do enjoy these low-level dungeons, because there's a lot of loot in there. There are a lot of quests in there, so don't forget that you're always doing all of the dungeon quests, right? And there's a lot of cool loot in there that you sometimes just never see, because you maybe run the low-level dungeons once, and what dropped, and some other things you won't ever see. And for example, in just Scarlet Monastery, man, there's so much cool loot in there, and usually you're just missing out on it. So you can do, for me personally, I know that's not of anybody's priority, but keep in mind that you're grinding XP constantly. We're talking about farming these dungeons very, very, very quickly. Go out, reset again. We're gonna do this the whole day, and so you're gonna get like a full Scarlet Monastery set, probably. It's very likely that, you know, you're gonna have it. And things like that are just gonna be so cool, because you can gather gear, a lot of good gear, and if you get all of these blues out of every single dungeon, because you're gonna grind it for a long time, you know, you deal a lot of damage already. You're well geared once you hit 60, because you already have all these items, and yeah, you get to see all of them. I think one of the coolest things is the Scarlet Graveyard, because it's just a bunch of mobs, and sometimes there's rare spawns, and these rare spawns have really cool loot for that level. It's amazing. I believe there's a two-hand sword, a really crazy one, and a first blue hat for level 30, and a really good, what was it, wand or something with spell power. An offhand so I think. It's pretty good. It has like...
There's definitely a healing hat, I think. So
Yeah.
Some cloth hat with 30 healing or something already.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's an offhand with 12 spell damage, I know. From the
Yeah,
graveyard.
but that's not even from a rare mob, that's from last boss.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, but yeah, rare mobs also have really cool, like a two-hand sword and shit. Or a one-hand mace and some stuff like that. That's what I'm looking forward to, like seeing all of these loots and getting them, and getting a full Scarlet Monastery set while we're grinding massive XP.
And
That's
I think
pretty cool.
the whole reason why that's suddenly a thing It's because of the testing on the beta servers that they noticed those elite mobs granting way more experience than they did on the private servers.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
so
True.
that's why we're suddenly trying to grind dungeons, I think. Because on private servers you wouldn't do that. It was just a slow way of leveling.
It was a bit, or it was not faster. Definitely not faster.
Yeah.
A little bit slower. And yeah, okay, true. Yeah, this came up because I think they weren't as tough. Not as tough. Tiny bit easier to kill, the elites. They were a bit overtuned on private realms, and yeah, the XP gain was much bigger now. So it's actually worth. Another point is the gold, right? Is Yarvixia still here?
Yeah, you should get a lot of just, you know, the drops themselves, but also like you get an immense amount of cloth in there, which is obviously really nice. You can make lots of bags and disenchanting stuff. So you're gonna earn a lot of gold just grinding through it, and also like all the items that drop, they sell as well, so should be good.
Cloth, money, bitches, drugs.
Yeah, also greens disenchanting, and then skilling up a tailor in the group.
Skilling up the guild enchanter already. Nice. Abyss. Yeah. We're gonna have a lot of cash and a lot of enchanting mats already, and we can already enchant ourselves pretty easy. And also, some items, I mean, you can, or we're planning on doing this even past Scarlet Monastery, obviously. There will be some items. In Scarlet Monastery it really starts. For example, the healing mace from the Cathedral end boss in Whitemane. That's a pretty good starting healing mace for 60 even. You know, and that's the thing about Classic. Sometimes you have items that it's just different. You know, one of the it's gonna be good at 60 because it's definitely it's this mace with 15 ad heal and some in spirit. And what you can get on 60 or at level 60 from the Western Plaguelands quest is like 10 int sword or something. So it's a pretty good mace for healers.
And since you're running this dungeon a couple times, you will probably drop a couple times, and you can also give it to your rogue and fury because it's very slow and good.
yeah, true. That mace is actually a very good weapon for the.
It is, yeah.
I mean, as a tank, you will already have the Scarlet Shield, and it's just good. It's just you know, there's a lot of fun to be had and a lot of gear to be grinded, and yeah, overall, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really hyped about it. So I don't know what to say, but after Scarlet Monastery, I think everybody, so the general route is you go to 18, 17, 16, whatever, then you go Dead Mines, you grind that out. After that you go Stockades, right?
Yeah.
Or Lakeshire or whatever, and then Stockades or something like that. And after that you do a little bit of Duskwood and go back to Stockades. No, then you go to Gnomeregan, right?
Yeah, Gnomeregan after Stockades, I guess Stockades up until something like 27, 28-ish.
Yeah.
And of course, between Dead Mines and Stockades, you'll just go short round and grab all the quests for Stockades. That's a lot of experience as well.
Yeah. And then after Gnomeregan, you head into Scarlet Graveyard. You grind that a lot until and also just Scarlet Armory, man. The you know, all the plate or mail loots in there. Really nice.
One crit helmet.
That's really good at 60 as a starting item, right? That's and a good two-hander and the shoulders, and oh man, so much cool loot. And I just like the dungeon in general. If it was, you know, if it was my game, there would be a Scarlet Monastery raid after Nax, but it's not. But yeah, badly. So what are we doing after Scarlet Monastery? That's the big mystery for me still. Where would you go? Because that's where most people would say, okay, well, we'll level to 40. Now we can go. One thing you can do is you can go out, get a mount, and then start in Stranglethorn Vale. You come out fully geared, level 40, and then you start in Strangle you'll have a big leveling advantage. It's going to be really quick to hit 60. But
That's
can also
definitely
keep
one way to do it.
Yeah. Or-
I guess what we will do is probably do a little bit of running around, and by a little bit I mean a lot, because it's about Ultimate requests.
Oh yes. Yes.
And then we're running Alderman until 43-ish, probably.
Yes.
So just one quest run it will be, I think. And
the
after
biggest-
that one, we're heading Zul'Farrak.
Mate, the biggest XP shit, the Ulderman
Ever.
quest run.
Yeah.
There's a video on this channel, by the way. I should go and check that out. Big XP.
Crazy.
True. Yeah. You go Ulderman, and then after that you go Zul'Farrak, and then Maraudon, and then Sunken Temple, and then you can do whatever at the end.
Then you can start
Like
with
that's
your
only pre.
pre-quests and farming gear.
Yeah, this is how we're gonna do it. This is how we're gonna do it. Definitely. Nice. Yeah. See, like all this. Oh man, it's just awesome. I want to play now.
Hyped.
Hype. This is awesome because I want to do this now. From dungeon to all the loots in Ulderman too. The end boss loots. Remember those? Oh my god, the rings. There's these rings with like 50 armor on it, and they can have 9 agility, 9 strength or something.
Yeah,
this crazy stats.
there's also
Sword.
those plate gloves with defense on them, I think, and some random stuff.
Yeah, those crack fist gauntlets or whatever. They have 5 defense and random stats, so it can be 8 or so, whatever. Stamina and agility, which is bis for tanking, of course. So if you get them, those are going to be pre-rate bis for your tanking, pretty much. Which you can get in Ulderman already. There's also a really good 2-hand sword. Really slow, I think it's 3.7.
And slower even.
3.8. It's or 9? It's something really slow.
I think it's 4.0 actually.
Oh yeah.
Stone Raven.
Yeah,
Is
that
it Stone
one.
Raven? No.
Stone something. And it has 2% crit or something. It's just really good. I don't know. And this.
No, you're mixing up weapons. There's two-handers dropping from the last boss. There's a mace, a slow mace that has 3.8, I think, and 2 crit and 5 strength. And the sword has 4.0 speed and has a proc to increase your overall damage by, I think, 10%.
Yeah, both really good. So you're gonna have the weapon eventually. Aside from that, massive XP in the room gained behind that end boss of Ulderman. And just in general, there's so much cool loot in there, I don't know. But loot-wise, I'd even say after that, Zul'Farrak, there's some really cool shit to be had. A lot of quests in there, so a lot of XP too. And then Maraudon, of course, with the Thrash Blade.
And the ring.
And the ring. Oh yeah, the Blackstone ring, which is pre-rate bis.
Yes. And also all the nature resistance gear. I mean, you, you have to go there anyways.
The preparations.
Dude, just by leveling up, you're gonna be doing your leveling, getting gear gold. You're gonna do all your pre-quests for raiding. You're gonna get all your nature res gear for AQ40. No problem, easy.
Game's not out, but phase 5, guys. Phase 5.
Gotta get ready for that AQ opening. Yeah, nice. I like this. And all the gold you will have, and oh man, it's a big advantage. Okay, then Zul'Farrak Maraudon, right? Pre-rate bis gear to be had. There's a really good spellcaster sword in there with 1 spell crit on it. Also good for holy pallies.
Yep.
And the shield, right? The shield for pallies. Good healing shield. This dagger there that we talked about, the blade of, what is that?
Eternal Darkness.
Eternal Darkness. This is an epic dagger, right?
Requires some testing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it might be good.
What does it do again for people that don't know?
It has a proc on your spellcast, deal 100 shadow damage and restore 100 mana to you.
On a chance on spellcast.
Yeah.
Ending spells. Okay.
Yep.
Shadow Priest. Okay. Hey, what about Moonkins? Isn't that good for
What about
Moonkins? A dagger? It restores mana and
I
shadow.
don't think so, because your casts are really slow,
Oh yeah, true.
so less proc chance.
It's good for Shadow Priest.
Might be really good for Shadow Priest, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shadow
Priest,
damage as
go
well
get
that
it.
it does.
Oh.
If it scales, it's really nice, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then after Maraudon, which is a really cool dungeon in itself, there's also a defense and nature res helm dropping there. A lot of shit. The next one would be Sunken Temple. And there are some big loots in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Especially for Warlocks mages.
Yeah? Oh yeah, the Atelier. Yeah, okay, we need to talk about that. Yeah, so Sunken Temple.
Like random stuff or what?
Yeah, the Atelier gloves and bracers of something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and also the I can't remember. It's an offhand from the big dragons.
Drakes.
Yeah, and then it has random enchant as well, or whatever you want to call it. And if you have the shadow one, it's almost the AV offhand. And you get it in phase 1 is super powerful.
Yeah, so if you grind out Sunken Temple, you will get it eventually. Probably,
yeah.
And these trolls you have to kill before, they can drop the Atelier bracers and gloves of something. So they have 9 spell damage, I believe. And then a random enchantment. So that random enchantment could be... do you know how much it was? I know there's also a chest dropping.
I think it's 44 healing.
Yeah, 44 something. 44 healing.
20, 30 something.
22 spell damage?
One spell school. No, it's a spell school.
Spell school.
Which means it's even higher. So it's like 29, 30 something. Plus the 9 spell power. It's insane.
It's insane, yeah. And it can also be... I know there's also a chest dropping, which can have attack power and agility on it or so. Which is really crazy for hunters then, or even rats, or... There can also be one with spell power, I believe, and agility. And it's really random, but it's really crazy good if you got the right combination. And the chests and bracers and gloves, I believe. So it's really cool. And of course, the end boss Aranicus has a lot of cool stuff. An axe with 1% hit on it comes to mind.
And a good sword, epic dropping sword.
Oh,
quite nice. The Dragon Caller, I think.
Dragon Call. One-hand sword, pretty good stats actually, and has a proc chance to call forth an Emerald Whelp, right? To fight for you. It's so nice, and it looks awesome. The biz. And then there are these rings, blue rings dropping from the smaller drakes when you go to Aranicus. There's Drake, I don't know the name, but Drake Claw or something? Dragon Claw ring? Or I don't know. But it's blue rings and they have random stats. So they can have, and they always have 4 defense. So it could be 8 agility, 8 stamina, 4 defense, or 4, which is prerequisite for tanks. And maybe for a feral it could be, 9 agility, 9 strength, or 9 strength, 9 stamina, or both, agility and stamina, and 4 defense, which would be insanely good. I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff in there.
There's so much cool stuff in there, yeah. There's also a couple of quests you can grab before that grind. Quite nice experience.
Sure. I think the priest in there, this undead dude, doesn't have anything good, right? Couple things.
Really. The troll on that thing?
Yeah.
Nah, not really. But the Ghost of Hakar has nice stuff as well.
Yeah, the Hakar avatar, right? The ghost thing. Doesn't he have like a spell damage staff with int and spirit?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a little bit better than the one from Zul'Farrak.
Yeah. Oh, Zul'Farrak also gives you the carrot on the stick.
Oh,
yes. And the Shadow Mask for Shadow Priests and Warlocks. Nice.
Oh yeah, that is so.
And the epic
very
sword.
ugly.
Dude, the one-hand sword from...
Thrasa.
Yeah. That one-hand sword you can get from the end boss there. It has a pretty cool proc to shield you, I believe. And a parry or something. And
the other one has a Thunder Fury effect.
yeah. No, that's a maze. That's a different one.
Oh yeah, that's not
yeah.
the sword.
Yeah, the Thunder Fury is pretty biz for prot paladins for a long while leveling. It has a proc chance to give you a shield or something, and that's a pretty good tanking sword too. So it's a lot of cool things there. After Sunken Temple, you can get ready for BRD. Do your Oni pre-quests. Get MC pre-quests. Do the Smoldering Ruins of Thaurissan. Get your Songstone of Ironforge or Orgrimmar, whatever. And you can attune yourself to the raids already. And I mean, we don't need to talk about Blackrock Depths, how cool that is and how much loot there is. But yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. After that, you can go into LBRS. And if you pick up those quests, there's some pre-raid biz in those quest rewards. Arcanite Reaper recipes, Greater Fire Protection Potion recipes, a lot of fucking good loot, and your first tier 0 stuff, and then you advance into Ubers.
And I think the best part about all this is that at that point, you are a really good team already in your special dungeon group.
Yeah.
You know how to play together, and you also got a lot of gear already from all the dungeon grinds, so you can just run into BRD and you will not struggle at all. You will just clear that thing and get all the good loots going and farm your gear for the raid.
Oh yes. And then Iron Foe drops, and you're good.
Yeah, of course. First run.
First run.
And I'm going to give it to Zarkin. Not.
Shadow Priest biz. Right. So that's our plan, essentially. So you can see we're going into a nerd rage. It's
really hyped.
We're really hyped and we really want to do this. But of course, if you prefer the normal leveling road, just go and do that. We're just so tired of it. And this one seems to be much more fun. Of course, it's going to be boring after you did it 10 times. But, you know, if you're in a group on Discord the whole time, it's fun. It's a lot of fun, I think. And yeah, I can just recommend it. It's really cool. Again, check the Hakurai guide. Check his channel. I think it's going to be really, really cool. And yeah, man, I can't wait, dude. Anything else as an advantage that you can see? You can get all of the keys to the dungeons already, of course. Oh, yeah. Any dungeon we missed? You can do Stratholm at 57 if you have a good group. Yeah. And pick up all the quests. And then do all the quests there. You're going to be 60 so quick. You get so much gold from all this stuff. You get so much gear from all this stuff. And then you do the same as Skolomans. Nice and smooth and nice and steady, right? You don't need to rush through it, but get the quest done. You can already get started on the quest for Myra's Song, which is a really, really good or your pre-raid offhand sword or tanking sword. Yeah, so many things. Anything else we missed?
Well, for Horde, I guess
Razorfen.
The Razorfen Downs and Razorfen Kraul. I guess you can also do that as Alliance, but I mean, maybe a few runs just for the loot. I don't think there's any.
Yeah, you can already get your
for Alliance.
You can get your Frost daggers already for AQ40.
Oh yes,
visitors.
Well,
nice.
But yeah, you're right. For Horde side, of course, there's a slightly different plan. So you're obviously not going to go Dead Mines all the time. You're going Wailing Caverns and start with Ragefire before that.
You could start in Ragefire Chasm, man.
Yeah, as Horde, you can actually start doing that at level 13, 14 already with Ragefire.
Yeah, nice. Dude, let's roll Horde. No, of course not. Alliance Master Race, yeah.
Telling you, fuck Paladins.
No. The light, so pretty. And Yavaxia needs salvation.
I do.
Yeah, no can do, but pretty cool for Horde. They can go Ragefire, easy life. Horde is so easy mode, man. Everybody's triggered. Yeah, so
Scum.
Razor from Downs. There's some really good leather shoulders dropping from that Petrarch thing. Abomination thing. Dwarf Rogue will want to go in there. We'll have to go in there a couple times until he gets it. And some good quests. There's some escort quests that give fat XP and good rings. Razor from Crawl also has some good stuff dropping. I think some really good wand in there or something. So a couple of times. We'll have to run it so many times. You can just move over and do 10 runs and it doesn't matter. So it's gonna be fine. We can grind whatever.
And of course you get more XP on Classic than on private servers, and it's also easier to do.
Yeah,
So
we said that already when you were asleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Scholarman strat, LBRS, Ubers. You're gonna do all of these things, and what else? What else? Is there anything else? Diramol isn't out, but that would be too broken. Can't do that.
Yeah, phase 2, right?
No. No, I think that's it. I think that's all the. I mean, that's all the big advantages of this strategy. Let us know if you got any more cool things that we missed that you can do with this tactic, or anything at all that we missed. I don't know. It just seems like a really legit thing to me, and we're gonna definitely do it, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, not sure. Of course, you need a good Hearthstone set to go out, and that could be a little bit of a problem. That you always need to run out and sell a lot of shit and repair sometimes. You know, when it's very far away.
Yeah, Scarlet Monastery will be slight pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, where do you hearth? South Shore every time?
Chill 1 point. So.
There's no Hearthstone there.
Oh shit.
Horde has it easier.
Yeah, definitely.
Such easy mode, this Horde, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that would be a little bit shitty. But no Morgana is pretty easy. Simple. Just go to IF and... or even Karanos. Okay. That could be a problem though, the hearthing out all the time and selling, I think. Because you don't want to let anything get to go to waste. You know, there's some really valuable trash loots. You know, grays, vendor grays that give a lot of gold, so... But in general, it should be fine. Good.
Wow.
Oh well. Let's wrap it up here. That was Legacy Podcast episode 12. With the dungeon grind. We hope we sparked some interest there and made you hot for dungeon leveling. And so go and grab all your friends and organize yourselves in a 5-man group. Just make sure that everybody's on the same sleeping schedule, and you don't pick a guy that comes home at 8 p.m. while you're up since 11 in the morning. That won't really fit too well. You gotta find the poop socks that are on your schedule, right? Or the normal guys that are on the normal work schedule, so that you guys can sync up and are online at the same time. So yeah, that's it from us. Just want to say bye-bye.
Make it well.
Make it well, huh? Yeah.
It's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. So you want to go out drinking now? So go and do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get wasted.
Nice. Sounds like a good plan. And we will record the Shadow Priest for the German channel. Everybody have a very nice time. It's not long. We're almost home. We're almost at Official Classic. Until then, we will see you next time.